Hello. Uh, this is my third achieve. Uh, well, to basically make this little robot move, controlled by a camera. Well, I was basically trying to build everything from scratch, including the Arduino part and the iPhone part, and the connectivity between the two through the Bluetooth ability. Um, I found a much easier way. I'm going to be using this ready to use application called Dabo. Uh, they have directly built in joystick where you can control with the arrows, and also even they have a mode like a real joystick, like the thing that I actually wanted to do. So I will use this thing, and we'll use the libraries for the Orion, and I'm gonna write some custom code to drive the robot through the Makeblock Orion library. The reason why the Orion is connected to the Uno is because I basically broke the bootloader last night, and I had to burn it onto it to save it, and I just did that a little while ago. So now I'm gonna actually try to build the robot back to its original, to its previous state, and then I will start with the software part. So first step is to install the motor cables. I'll try to follow. Actually, I'm gonna switch to the full camera, so at least you can see what I'm doing. It's a pretty cool toy. I'll get it second hand. And this is not the right screwdriver. This isn't either, but hopefully it will do the job. Yep, it worked. Unfortunately, this Orion brain part of this STEM set for kids doesn't have any built-in connectivity, but it has these 8 ports which are color coded, and you can connect to RJ45 25 to different sets of. Actually, I'm gonna. Yeah. Anyways, different types of sensors and communication shields. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those because I bought it. I mean, I didn't buy it actually. My father gave it to me. Without any shields. The only thing I have is this ultrasonic sensor and the infrared receiver, but I don't have the sender. I don't have the remote control, so I have nothing. So I'm trying to connect it to something that I can give commands with, and then to control it. I'm gonna show it to my son and spark some interest in him about building robots and programming them. So far he's showing moderate interest, but I want to increase that. and it's fun for me as well. So right now I'm finishing the bottom part. I mean tightening that screws on the bottom so I can make sure that the Orion doesn't move. The reason I took everything off was, I mean, I needed access to these programming pins to build to burn the bootloader. And this is my power supply. So I connected the ultrasonic sensor, which I'm not using at the moment. I'll connect now the power supply, turn it off. Then I will put this in position. And the position will be this. And then I'm going to screw the batteries, power pack. Took the batteries on my TV remote. These two, they're not rechargeable. Oops, got it. And the way I intend to do the connection is to do a Bluetooth module that I bought online. I went through quite a few of those. The one that I liked the most was this DSD Tech, I think it's called HM19. I'm not sure if it's 19, I'll confirm later when I open the specification. So it has to be connected to port 4. How do I want to do some better cable management, but maybe this is not the point of this stream. But anyway, so I don't like spaghetti balls, cables going everywhere. But I'm not gonna stress too much about that. The way this is gonna be, actually I prefer not to put anything. Okay, this looks not too bad. I recently bought little of the table. I'm going to put it aside for now. I'm going to go to the code. In the meantime, I need to connect it to USB. There you go. Now it's powered. It's ready to program. So once I start putting stuff on it, I will turn back on the camera. Let me pull the model of the Bluetooth I have. Just give me a moment. I don't want to open my Amazon on the live stream. So the module that I have is definitely the SD tech, but the model is, I have so many of those. I don't even know which one worked. Actually, I do know. I just cannot find it. And the SD tech should be this one, yeah. Alright, let me switch to code and show. And you can see the robot here waiting to be programmed. This is the item that I bought. Is the SD Tech HM19 Bluetooth 5 PLD. This is roughly $20. I mean, I suppose they're much cheaper in the States, but this is the truth, the reality here. There's a lot of shipping, so these things are they remain from my attempt to fix the bootloader. So I actually have to continue from where I finished last time, and that's with the Arduino. You open Arduino. I think I saved the sketch, hopefully with some logical name. Arduino Orion brain. Yikes. I guess it's this one, Orion brain one. Not very creative name. Let's see what we got here. This is basically where I broke everything in the Orion last time. So I'm going to be very, very careful to see what I'm inserting. So I'm going to first try to insert only double library without anything else. Yes. So let's compile, and first we need to change the board to Arduino Uno, and then the USB port to be this 22120, and it's giving me an error message because I declared a variable of a type MIDC motor, which is part of the Orion library, so obviously cannot find it. Does not name a type here. Okay, actually I have another one that I didn't see. Okay, so this thing compiled. Let's see if it's gonna upload. And good. So right now we should have access to it. I mean, we're not printing anything, but let's try to actually let's first try to connect and send some data to it. So this is the iPad, and let's see what we got here. I will turn back onto the bench. So now I click on this button and I have a list of a whole bunch of devices. I rename mine purposely to so now connected and I should get any input, but I do not. The question is to what I'm connected, and the serial port is 250,000. I assume I don't get anything because I kind of commented the whole code, but let me just enable this one, and this should print the word forward into the serial port. So let's do serial monitor, and we have forward. Okay, so as you can see, when I press forward, it prints forward. So this thing works. So I have a feeling last time when I inserted this library, something went wrong and the bootloader got screwed up. So I'm afraid that this is a crucial step now, and maybe we can have similar problem. Maybe the two libraries have some typical lights. So let's upload again. Please don't rake. Please. Please. Okay. Alright, good. So now there you go. Apologize, my work email. ISR certificate on the server. Anyways, let's do it like this, and let's do like that. And for now, we're gonna do only 50%. Let's compile first. If this works, that means that we have working robot, and this is going to be a one short tutorial. Okay, let's try. So I'm going to turn on the power supply. Awesome. Problem is I didn't implement anything for stopping, so I'm going to have to turn it off from here. And since the cables are not I mean, they're connected in the same orientation, but maybe somewhere the supply is flipped around. That's why one of the tracks is going backwards, the other one is going forwards. So in order to fix that, you're going to have to apply negative value to one of the motors. So let's do minus on minus 1 on this one, plus 1 on this one, and on the backwards we're gonna do minus 1 here and plus 1 on here. So let's see how this is gonna affect. Do I have it backwards, or most likely I'm gonna choose the wrong orientation and this is gonna go in the wrong direction, but let's see. Now I have stopping, so yes, of course, now this is going backwards, this is going forward. So basically I have to swap the minus here with minus here and minus here with plus here. So this is correct. And the left and right turn, I prefer to have one of the one of the tracks going backwards and the other one going forwards, because there are two ways how you can make turn. The tank term comes from being able to rotate around your z-axis in a fixed location on the ground, which means that one of the tracks has to go backwards, the other one has to go forward. Alternatively, you can just simply stop one of the tracks and continue with the other one, and it's going to make a little bit more wider turn. But I tested it the other day a little bit, and unfortunately I was in a library where I couldn't really configure anything. So I managed somehow to make that turn to use one of the turns to use only one track and the other one to do the proper tank turn, and I felt that it's much more fun to have it when you have it to do tank turns. So I'm gonna do tank turns on left and on the right, and the way I do it, since my cables are obviously flipped around, I'm gonna just do 1-1 for one of the turns and -1 for the other turn. And most likely I'm gonna again be wrong and I have to change the signs. But let's see, maybe I do it properly from the first time. Oops. Okay, forward works, backwards works. Left, is this left? Oh shit, from the first time it works. Nice. So I need to do some proper cable management here because the track is hitting, but basically we have a working tank. The only thing that I want to do is increase the speed, because I don't want to do 100% show on this YouTube stream, so I'm gonna just make it run fast. 100 and this would be, let's say, 75. I don't want to make super crazy tank turns. 75, 75, 75. Let's upload and test. Stop, start. Wow, nice. I really would like to have this track fixed, so you're gonna have to excuse me, but I will need to manage this a little better. How can I do it in a better way? I'm gonna disconnect the cable because it's already programmed, and I'll turn off the power. Remove my bench support. Okay, what we can do is put this cable behind the other one. Let's see if this is gonna solve the problem. Really worst probably cables, but I actually am quite impatient to try that, so I'm gonna clean up a little bit the floor and I'm gonna show you how this thing runs around my room. Anyways, so let's make it. This is the remote, so I'm gonna do a quick test. So, okay, I am not connected, so I need to connect to the tank. This can happen from here. And I'm connected. Oof. That thing is fast. Okay, so I'm gonna detach my phone from my stand. Alright, good. I'm not sure how I'm gonna drive this and stream, but let's see. Give it a try. This is the display. I have to find. Okay, focusing. Okay, so it's not extremely fast, but fun. The next step would be to put a camera on this thing so I can drive around the house without. You can see how I do tank turns. Maybe I have to see if I can get more powerful motors so I can make it going faster. Let's see if it can climb over these weights. Nice. Oh, okay. Anyway, I think that was good enough for today. I hope you like it and I hope you learned something. I know that my tutorials and lessons are a little long and boring and I can not talk fast enough. Maybe you're used to watching pre-recorded videos where people just magically snap their fingers and they're on the next phase of the tutorial where the whole robot is assembled and then the next step is the whole code is written, but my idea is to do some things in real life like the way I do them, and if you have a patience to watch that, then watch it. If not, that's okay. So yeah, I hope you liked it, and if you did, just